In the modern world of computer games, videos and laserdiscs, it's quite true to say that not many teenagers show much interest in poetry, and yet they should, because poetry reminds us to be aware of the world around us and the other people and species of life that share it. Poetry also has something in common with all the pop videos, TV adverts and films that are now so much a part of our lives. This common factor is imagery. The use of imagery, or image, is a powerful force in the modern world, and one well worth studying. If, however, you find the prospect of talking about imagery rather daunting, you have only to remember that the French word for picture is image, and that most poetic imagery is merely the painting of pictures with words. The film which follows is our attempt to make 3 poems more exciting by representing them in a series of visual images. It is entitled Themes and Images, and we hope it will stimulate your interest in the poems and lead to some lively discussion about their meaning.
The Pylons by Stephen Spender. The secret of these hills was stone, and cottages of that stone made, and crumbling roads that turned on sudden hidden villages. Now over these small hills they have built the concrete that trails black wire. Pylons, those pillars, bare like nude giant girls that have no secret. The valley with its gilt and evening look, and the green chestnut of customary root, are mocked dry like the parched bed of a brook. But far above and far as sight endures, like whips of anger, with lightning's danger, there runs the quick perspective of the future. This dwarfs our emerald country by its trek, so tall with prophecy, dreaming cities where often clouds shall lean their swan-white neck.
Silences by Thomas Hardy. There is the silence of a copse or croft, when the wind sinks dumb, and of belfry loft, when the tenor, after tolling, stops its hum. And there's the silence of a lonely pond, where a man was drowned, nor nigh nor yond a newt, frog, toad, to make the merest sound. But the rapt silence of an empty house, where oneself was born, dwelt, held carouse with friends, is of all silences most forlorn. Past are remembered songs and music strains, once audible there. Roof, rafters, panes, look absent-thoughted, tranced, or locked in prayer. It seems no power on earth can waken it, or rouse its rooms, or its past permit the present to stir a torpor like a tomb's.
Right, will you take your homework out, please? You've had a week to do it. Have your homework, please. Have that as well. Thank you. Right, come to my room at 4 o'clock. Yeah, you can't expect me to. You can't expect me to work 3 nights a week, can you?
Tree by Vicky Morris. They didn't tell us what it would be like without trees. Nobody imagined that the whispering of leaves would grow silent, or the vibrant jade of spring pale to grey death. And now we pile rubbish on rubbish in this dusty landscape, struggling to create a tree. But though the shape is right, and the nailed branches lean upon the wind, and plastic leaves lend colour to the twigs, we wait in vain for the slow unfurling of buds, and no amount of loving can stir our weary tree to singing.
now that you have seen the film through once, we would suggest that you watch it again, if possible, with printed copies of the poems in front of you, pausing the film at the end of each poem. We would like to offer you a challenge to answer the following questions. First, can you work out the theme of each poem? The theme of a good poem is concerned with some general or even universal aspect of life. Which two poems have the same theme, and how is the theme of the third poem different? Secondly, can you isolate some of the images presented in the poem and comment on their effectiveness? How well do you think they work? And thirdly, how close do you think we came to capturing the mood and feeling of each poem through the images we chose to present and the different styles we adopted? We found the making of this short film to be extremely difficult. However, we learned a lot about imagery in the process, and we hope that you can benefit from the film in the same way. Thank you for watching. Oh, and by the way, they say a picture paints 1,000 words. It's not true.